To get started with WePay API keys, it is essential to understand the basics of the WePay platform and its application programming. Interface. WePay is an online payment processing system that allows developers to integrate payment functionality into their applications. The WePay API provides a secure and efficient way to process payments, manage accounts, and retrieve payment information. First, you need to create a WePay account and obtain an API key. The API key is a unique identifier that is used to authenticate and authorize API requests. To create an API key, log into your WePay account, navigate to the account settings, and click on the API Keys tab. From there, you can generate a new API key and specify the permissions and access levels for the key. When working with WePay API keys, it is crucial to follow best practices for security and authorization. This includes storing the API key securely, using secure protocols for API requests, and validating user input to prevent unauthorized access. It is also essential to handle errors and exceptions properly to ensure that your application remains stable and functional. To use the WePay API, you need to make HTTP requests to the WePay API endpoint. The API endpoint URL and the request method will vary depending on the specific API call you are making. For example, to create a new payment, you would make a POST request to the payments endpoint. You can use programming languages like Java, Python, or Ruby to make API requests and integrate the WePay API into your application. In addition to creating payments, the WePay API also provides functionality for managing accounts, retrieving payment information, and handling disputes. You can use the API to create and manage user accounts, retrieve payment history, and handle payment disputes. The WePay API also provides webhooks that allow you to receive real-time notifications for payment events, such as payment completion or failure. To troubleshoot issues with the WePay API, you can use the WePay API documentation and the WePay developer community. The API documentation provides detailed information on API endpoints, request and response formats, and error codes. The WePay developer community provides a forum for developers to ask questions, share knowledge, and get help with integration and troubleshooting. In summary, WePay API keys provide a secure and efficient way to integrate payment functionality into your applications. By following best practices for security and authorization, using the WePay API documentation, and leveraging the WePay developer community, you can successfully integrate the WePay API into your application and start processing payments.